Welcome to Faith Encouraged. I'm Father Barnabas Powell, and the Orthodox Christian faith is meant to make you by grace what Christ is by nature. Being Orthodox on purpose takes focus and attentiveness, and we pray these homilies will help you do just that. Here's today's homily. I confess to you, I'm a little exhausted today. We had my big fat Greek wedding yesterday here at the church. It was great fun, though. It was absolutely wonderful. The place was jam-packed with folks who had never seen an Orthodox wedding before. And that's twice as much fun. It really is, because they're all going, "Where are the vows? Where are the vows? Why isn't the priest talking to us at all?" It was delightful and a beautiful time, I thank God for the opportunity to do it. It was a great joy. It was good to see the place packed with brand new faces. In fact, I see several brand new faces today. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. A wise man once told me, "If you tell me what you desire, I'll tell you who you are." If you tell me what you desire, I'll tell you who you are. Because what you desire, what you want, reveals. I'm not talking about what you say you want. Got to be careful there. I'm talking about what you truly, in the deepest part of your heart, desire, reveals who you truly are. And stories abound throughout history of people thinking they know what they want and discovering, not so much. Faustus comes to mind real quick. Have you ever heard that drama before? Faustus makes a deal with the devil. He sells his soul for riches and so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, when he has to pay the piper, "I think I made a bad choice." And the stories of, when you rub the lamp and the genie comes out and you wish for more wishes and you find out you can't do that. It breaks the rules. If you tell me what you truly want in your life, I'll tell you who you are. Here's the biggest rub, though. For the most part, many of us never spend the time necessary to discover what is it that I truly want. What is it do I truly desire? Most of the time, we spend our time on surface responses to physical needs. I'll give you a perfect example of myself. I can tell you exactly what I want during Great Lent when Burger King starts running double beef Whoppers with cheese, 2 for the price of 1. That's what I want. Immediately, my physical desires set me up for all kinds of challenges, and if I don't learn how to properly discipline my passions, discipline my desires, pretty soon I can find my desires leading me around by the nose. Ask any addict in the world, and he or she will tell you their first mistake was constantly giving in to their immediate wants. The part of a human being when he knows he's beginning to mature is when he starts dealing with his desires and properly prioritizing his desires based on what is true and real and needed rather than on what my feeling is at this very moment. I confess to you, and this is a character flaw. It can be a good thing, but sometimes it's not so good. I am an extremely difficult man when it comes to changes at the last minute. I don't like it. Don't like surprises. Don't like that. If I've got something set in my head, that's the way the things are going to operate, and all of a sudden somebody throws a monkey wrench into that, I have to pray. I'm not happy with it because it upsets what I thought everything was ready to go. We were ready to go, got a plan, and we're going to go. So chaos is not my friend. Brothers and sisters, I'll tell you this. It's always important to kind of be a little flexible, for heaven's sake. Life is life. Have you ever experienced that before? Where life you just got to change your mind. Don't like it, but it's good for me to be confronted with that now and again. On the other end of the spectrum, brothers and sisters, is the constant chaos of short-sighted attitudes and actions that is more destructive than even sometimes being a bit rigid in your actions. Chaos is what God solved in the beginning. Do you remember the story in Genesis? Chaos is what God solved in the beginning. So when your desires put your life into a chaotic and undisciplined state, you will find yourself becoming addicted to your passions. And when you become addicted to your passions, you become an unwitting idolater, because when you are a slave to your passions, what you want reveals who you truly worship. And if you truly worship your own comfort, or you truly worship your own desires above that which is true, then make no mistake, brothers and sisters, that moment, that nexus in your life is the spot where you will forever be unable to grow up. It is when a man or a woman decides to purposefully, on purpose, actively assess their desires that they begin to mature. How many times have we told our teenagers, for heaven's sake, don't give in to every desire you have at the very moment you have it. Give me a break. We're not the cows of the field. We're not barn animals. We can actually control our desires. We can actually control our passions if we exercise our strengths and our commitment to the truth. Many times, the greatest gift you can give a teenager is the ability to accept delayed gratification. I'm going to put off something I want right now for something I want down the road. I'm going to save money. I wish I would have had that discipline earlier in my life. Now I'm saving every penny I possibly can because I'm going to get old someday. I'm not old now, though. At least I keep trying to tell myself that over and over again. But the reality is, brothers and sisters, what you desire reveals who you are. In our gospel lesson today, Jesus asks a blind man what looked like a stupid question. Jesus is coming by, and the man hears the ruckus, and he says, "Hey, what's going on?" They say, "Hey, Jesus of Nazareth is passing by." "Oh, wait a second, I've heard of him. He can give me back my eyesight." "But Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me," over and over again, crying out loud. And they're telling him, "Hush, boy. You're disturbing the peace." No, he's not going to be quiet. And Jesus calls him over, and he sees he's being led by some folks to bring him over there because the man can't see. And then Jesus asks the question to this man, what do you want me to do for you? Excuse me, Jesus? Are you blind too? I mean, can't you tell? I can't see. I want to receive my sight. "Oh, okay. Receive your sight." And he did. Of course, there's always that danger in your life that be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Your desires have a way of coming true, my angels. Make sure that you've put the thought and the discipline and the prioritizing the ultimate truth in your life as first and foremost in your life, so that when you have your desires in priority, they are desires that give you life and feed your freedom rather than enslave you to your passions and the temporary comforts of here today and gone tomorrow. I told the couple yesterday in this crowd of non-Orthodox that had never seen an Orthodox wedding before, and I told them, I said, "Guys, the worst thing you can do is try to build your married life on the idea that now this is going to make me happy." No. Marriage is not given to you to make you happy, my angels. Marriage is given to you to discipline your passions and discipline your desires and teach you to love something more than yourself. That does not lend itself to immediate or feelings of happiness. Happiness is a fleeting thing that can be destroyed by somebody cutting me off in traffic. So therefore, building my life with a desire, I say, oh, well, I just want to be happy. Hogwash, dog bones. That's silly. Grow up. You're not 3 years old anymore. Something deeper must be desired if my life is going to actually achieve that which it was created to achieve, because angels, make no mistake, each person within the sound of my voice and watching online, you are created in the image of God to become by grace what Christ is by nature. You are made for something so cosmically more beautiful than mere existence that it absolutely is astounding to anyone who has the courage to grasp this truth. If that's true, then my desires must always fall in line to that glorious wisdom that I was made to be the companion of the uncreated God for eternity. I will accept nothing less. Not an immediate gratification, not a feeling, not a high feeling, not something that feeds my ego, not something that temporarily makes me happy or makes me comfortable or makes me rich or makes me famous. All of my desires will fall down and adore the one true desire that I must have God. When your life reflects that hierarchy of desires, you will be free. Until then, make no mistake, my angels, in portions of your life, you are a slave. And you weren't made to be a slave. You were made to be the eternal free companion of God and sit with Him in the council of eternity. That's your destiny. That's your calling. So this morning, what do you want? Amen. Thank you so much for watching. I pray this was a blessing to you. If it is a blessing to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos. It really does help us a great deal. Speaking of helping us, if you'd like to support this media outreach, go to our Patreon site at Faith Encouraged on patreon.com. You can also visit us at our website at faithencouraged.org and write me at frbarnabas@faithencouraged.org. I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you.